Conan O'Brien, Dartmouth commencement speech. Commencement. You're fat at 22 will not necessarily be your fat at 32 or 42. One's dream is constantly evolving, rising and falling, changing course. This happens in every job, but because I have worked in comedy for 25 years, I can probably speak best of my own profession. But the point is this: it is our failure to become our perceived ideal that ultimately defines us and make us unique. It's not easy, but if you accept your misfortune and handle it right, your perceived failure can become a catalyst for profound reinvention. And I bet today most of you would admit that your time here was very different from what you imagined. Your roommates changed, your major changed, for some of your sexual orientation changed. I bet some of you have changed our sexually orientation. No. Since I began this speech, I know I have, but both the good and especially the bad. The person you are now is someone you could never have conjured in the fall of 2007. I have told you many things today, most of it foolish, but some of it true. I'd like to end my address by breaking to taboo and quoting myself from 17 months ago at the end of my final program with NBC. Just before signing off, I said, "Work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen." Today, receiving this honor and speaking to the Dartmouth class of 2011 from behind a tree trunk. I have never believed that more. Thank you very much and congratulations. Sorry. Ultimately. No. Ultimately. Ultimately. Okay. But the point is this: it is our failure to become our perceived idea that's ultimately ultimately defines good, could. You could never have conjure. You could never have conjure. You could never have a conjure. I have told you. Did you? Could you? Could you? Congratulations. Congratulations. On profession. Your time here was very different. Your time here was very different. Change, 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 change. Most of it at the end of my final program. Okay, final rehearsal. Final rehearsal. Your pass at 22 will not necessarily be your pass at 32 or 42. One's dream is constantly evolving, rising and falling, changing course. This happens in every job, but because I have worked in comedy for 25 years, I can probably speak best about my own profession. But the point is this: it is our failure to become our perceived idea that's ultimately defines us and make us unique. It's not easy, but if you accept your misfortune and handle it right, your perceived failure can become a catalyst for profound reinvention. And I bet today most of you would admit that your time here was very different from what you imagined. Your roommate changed, your major changed. For some of your sexual orientation changed. I bet some of you have changed for sexual orientation since I began this speech. I know I have. But those the good, and especially the bad, the person you are now is someone you could never have conjured in fall of 2007. I have told you many things today, most of it foolish, but some of it is true. I'd like to end my address by breaking a taboo and quieting myself from 17 months ago. At the end of my final program with NBC, just before signing off, I said, work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen today. Receive this honor. And speaking to Dasmos class of 2011 from behind a tree trunk. I have never believed that more. Thank you very much and congratulations.